Good evening and welcome back to a Sunday evening here with Ipswich. We have to survive until Christmas. I'm just going to talk about a few changes that I've made first. I've made a couple of changes. I'm going to play in key highlights, and I've upped the speed of the highlights. Yep, that gives me less control over what is happening during the game, but we'll see what we can do. In terms of the McKenna saga, the central defender, I put him on the transfer list. I felt it was the best thing to do since he's unhappy being left out of the Premier League squad, as he should. So I put him on the transfer list, but I have made a bid for Diamonde again. It's just an offer made. I don't know if it's going to be accepted. They seem to accept it when I made the offer. Whether Diamonde is going to want to go through that again, I don't know. The other thing I did, if there are beginners, it is a beginner save, or did start out as that. If there are beginners watching, what I did, and I haven't used this for a long time, I did go through every player. For example, let's pick Bajcetic. And I went through the development report. So I looked at his progress, and you can see that Bajcetic is progressing very well. His ability in general seems to be improving quite a bit, which is good news. And then to the advice section, as you can see, often there are bits of advice with regard to mentoring groups, etc., etc., recommending of training. So I went through the whole squad with that, and then in line with the alternative World Cup World Cup that I'm going to be beginning tomorrow. Hey guys, hi Matthias, hi Neil, hi James. Yep, indeed, James, indeed. I have made some adjustments to the training calendar. One of the reports that I went through in two of the players, in fact, Silva and what's the other guy's name? The new wonder kids we've brought in, both strikers, but they haven't settled very well. And apparently my assistant said because we haven't welcomed them enough in the dressing room. So I've shoved some team bondings in where I can. I'm going to do that for the next month or so. Try and help them, and I've also popped in the match reviews, which I wasn't doing up until that point. And of course that's all in line with the FM World Cup tournament, which hopefully a lot of you will take part in, and we'll have a good time with that. I will be beginning with Sunderland tomorrow evening. Newcastle can't stop winning, +7. Yeah, I mean, Newcastle look in good shape, mate. Look, they look in good shape. Neil, how are you doing? Matthias, how are you doing, my friend? Before we go into this, looking at the data hub, and this is what I'm going to have to rely on pre-match stuff. It does seem to me that they have a wing back who's going to be trying to cause problems up there. It's a team full of pace. Maddison, who doesn't have pace, is going to sit here narrow. We need to tight mark him. Then they're going to play with a 3. I suspect that these two central midfielders are going to be marauding forward or trying to get it out to Pedro, Porro and Maddison. I suspect they're going to focus down the left, and we'll keep an eye on that, and we may therefore need to force Sarr and Bentancur to pass it that way if we possibly can later on, as well as Basuma. But we'll see if I'm correct that they probably will focus their play with Maddison sitting in here, Udogie probably going up the wing. So we're going to have a lot of work defensively because they are a very, very good team, Tottenham. I don't expect to get anything from this. I'm being told to focus my play down the left, and that sits well with me in terms of them focusing down the left, which suggests they're going to be a bit stronger down our right hand side. So I think Reduce support duties. Interesting. I wonder why. He wants more defend duties, I think. We've already got 5. Actually, we should increase. Because we're playing with a higher line, I want more support duties. I don't want more defend duties in there. I think if we're going to play cautious, we probably would need to. But we're not playing cautious. We're going to play in a balanced style of play. We know Pedro Porro is going to play as a winger. Or at least that's the information that we've got. And his crossing ability is extremely good. He has a weak left foot, so I want him coming inside. So definitely for Pedro Porro, I want him coming onto his left foot. James Maddison, I do want him tight marked and probably closed down as well. He doesn't have a great deal of pace, but his balance, agility and dribbling are very good. But I think I probably do want him closed down. So I'm going to close down James Maddison just to make life awkward for him. The others we're going to stand off because they do have a great deal of pace. This is the problematical area, I think, and that ties in with what the assistant manager said to me in terms of focus play down the left. I'm going to focus play on getting set pieces, try to score a goal, because we're not very good at scoring goals. And hopefully, though, with this brand new expert that we have at set pieces, who we have just brought in, hopefully we will score some goals from set pieces. Morstat has become the team's top scorer, taking over from Atom, so he gets the nod. And I think we're all set to go. Just, I don't know how this is going to go. I'm not going to have much chance to do any in-game stuff playing at this speed. I have got the sound on for some reason. Maybe from the other save. I'm not quite sure. But we don't want the sound on. And let's go. The pressure is all on them. We are the underdogs. Go out and cause a few surprises. We're in good form, so I'm going to say that one. Go and cause a few surprises. Let's upset them a little bit. And I do need to tell my wing backs not to close down, because they do have a huge amount of pace. Juan Lu, I do want to close down because he will be up against Maddison there, and I want Maddison closed down. The other side, let's see him onto his weaker foot and see what happens. I don't think we're going to get a result here. Let's see what FM has got in store for us. Let's go and kick some balls. Hey, Pulse, how are you doing? Love Ivory Coast Diamande. I mean, we won't know anything till after this game. We've made another bid for him. You remember, it all fell through in the transfer window. But we've made another bid, and we'll see what happens with that. Okay, Pulse, good to see you. And don't worry, come and join us tomorrow night when we'll be beginning the alternative World Cup save. See how many points I can accumulate with Sunderland. Or even if I get game over at the end of the first season. But at the moment, things seem to be going well. And as you can see, 80% is down the left-hand side. I called that right. Whether or not tactically we're doing the right thing, I've absolutely no idea. Because really I can't see anything. I've picked up an injury there, have I? Or is it a Tottenham injury? And it is Tottenham. They are looking to get outside, and that's why I don't want my wing back closing down, and that was way too easy. And there's the problem with key highlights. Like, the opposition gets one highlight, they score. That was way too easy, getting Maddison, who doesn't have any pace. It looked like it wasn't Maddison, it was Udogie, the wing back, going up there. And it was way too easy in the end. I think Udogie is going to be a problem all game. It's the first shot on goal in the entire match, that, isn't it? So rather than go in here, I think I'm going to ask Scott, because he can mark. So I'm going to ask him to track Udogie. Even if it pulls him out of position, I want him tracking him, trying to stop the ball getting to him when we're out of possession. And in fact, there have been 2 shots, and it didn't take Tottenham long to get themselves on the score sheet. That is a problem with key highlights and the speed at which I'm playing. I've got absolutely no control over what's going on here. It doesn't look natural to me, but it's what people seem to like. But we'll see how it goes. I really got to get through to Christmas as best we can. Knowing FM, we're going to sail through the group in the Conference League and struggle in the Premier League again. That's what it's been like season after season here at Ipswich. And I think that's probably why the game has offered me so many top jobs, interviews at top jobs. I've been offered interviews at Newcastle, Manchester United, Inter Milan, and Bayern Munich, and there have been many. So I think the game's telling me, here's your opportunity to get out. But we're not taking that opportunity. We're going to battle through this. Blimey, is this going to be a battle this year? We just simply don't have any centre-backs. Just 2. And Badgetic, who can play as a centre-back, but he's only small. And he's not that great at the moment. So we'll play Badgetic and McKenna in Europe, and we'll play Boselli and Atom in the Premier League. We'll just have to see how it goes. I'm not optimistic, as you can tell, but at the moment we're holding our own. I don't think it's a case of we have to be better in front of goal. We just haven't created much. It's going to be a real battle to come back, but I know we can get a draw here. I'm going to help them a little bit in terms of already. I think we'll put pass into space on, let them run on behind. If Tottenham are pressing us high, let them run on. We'll try and help them a little bit. Now that's interesting. Maddison has gone off, has he? Oh, he's gone into midfield. He's now going to be the playmaker from midfield. He's a winger. I want him coming in on his right foot. And now I need someone to track Maddison, which is Scott. So what I might do is get Scott to track Maddison. And we'll go back and get Udogie type marked. Whoever happens to be in his zone. Bentancur, I think, is injured as well, isn't he? He's injured, so we'll hard tackle him as well. Bit nasty, but hey-ho. They are frustrated, and I don't know why. What can I tell them? Keep going. Didn't work. Yeah, okay. That's working. We can, if we get lucky, there's only been, in fact, we've had the most shots. We haven't had a highlight yet, so they haven't been very good shots. But we've had the most shots. Now it's just a fairly even game. They've just been more clinical in front of goal, and that is the story of Ipswich. We are not clinical in front of goal. Moorstat's having a poor game again. But that may be because this looks so unnatural to me, this speed. That may be because we're just not creating enough. I don't think we can blame Moorstat. I just think we're not creating enough. And maybe he just needs to shoot more often. And in fact, the whole team probably needs to shoot more often, just as Tottenham are doing. So what I'm going to do is just take off, work the ball into the box. We'll just take that off. Just have a few shots. I mean, I don't know, boys. This speed at which people play the game, does this look natural to you? It does not look natural to me. I have no idea what's going on. In fact, there hasn't been a key pass from Tottenham, which is quite interesting. I'm going to make a few changes here now, especially up top. Moorstadt is tired. Winkler can come on for him. I'm going to bring Silva on, and we might as well take Allende off. He's not had the greatest of games either. Is he a left winger? I'm still getting used to these boys now. Just a right winger. Both right wingers. And so we will change the forward line and see if that helps. Defensively, we're not bad, but Scott is poor. So Grenbach can come on for him. Let's see if that helps in terms of getting us back in this game. Simply, we're not clinical enough. We're exactly the same as Tottenham, but they've had more on target than we have, deservedly ahead. Possession is 50-50, and so it's just a case of can we pop one in? And we do have a highlight, and we've given it away. And Atom has let me down. And that was a dreadful challenge from Atom, but it was a good save. Do you really think, guys? Okay, James, good to see you. Do you really think, guys, that this speed is better than standard? This does not look normal to me at all. It looks terrible. But if that's what guys want, then I guess that's what they want. It looks absolutely dreadful. Okay, we're going to go positive now for the last 5 minutes. Atom didn't cover himself in glory, and João Gomes is not covering himself in glory at the moment. And Badgetic can come on. Yeah, let's play him as a DLP. Why not? Let's play him as an anchor. Let's be sensible. And we just gotta. I'm gonna put this geezer as a wing back on support. I know it's dangerous, but we'll just see if that can create a couple of chances as well. Get him further up the pitch. I don't think it's going to. It looks to me like a 1-0 victory. Tottenham in FM are a very good team, unlike real life. And we've been just beaten. I wouldn't say, oh goodness me. I wouldn't say soundly beaten. I think we've been only just beaten. It's the state of the team at the moment. They are playing with more caution. I mean, what do you think, guys? Should I keep it on this speed? Because it's really hard to follow the ball, let alone do anything in terms of in-game management. Key highlights, the first highlight the opposition get, they're going to score. I really struggle with this, and why people use it, I really don't know. Another defeat. And according to my assistants, a poor performance as well. So, not good. We're stuck in 14th. We've been like this for 3 seasons. He's dubious now about negotiating terms. Let's see what we can do. I don't want to do that. But I'm pretty sure he's going to whack on a very nice release clause. Oh, it's 91. I want to try and bring him down a bit. Not yet. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. I need a centre-back, and I need a good centre-back. He's not going to make his mind up for a long time, so we're not going to know. I do have money available. I have enough to cover his... That all went wrong on transfer deadline day. And we're actually only spending 1830. So when we clear out a few players in the summer, including McKenna, then we'll solve that little problem. But at the moment, he hasn't made his mind up, so nothing to worry about. So we have another game coming up, don't we? Leicester, but it is a week away. Who's my best player? It's difficult to say at this point in time. I would say Scott, but he's not playing very well. We do have Winkler, who's a very, very good player. He's a wonder kid. And we do have Silva, who's also a wonder kid. They were both found by my chief scout. They're young, though, and they're not playing very well. In fact, none of the team are playing very well. Atom never lets me down over the course of a season. He had a poor game then. Timon's playing well. We're just hit and miss. That's the problem. It's really hard to say who the best player is at the moment. Opposition goals from shots. We've conceded 10. That's actually not that bad. 10 from 39, but it's a lot of shots in the penalty area. Yeah, it's the penalty spot. It's defensively we're not great now. McKenna not being able to play. I have to rely on Atom, who himself is young. And it could be Atom will become my best player, but not yet. He's nowhere near being ready to be called my best player, but he scores a lot of goals from corners. The Leicester are not the best team in the world. They don't have tons of pace. Depending on how they're going to play, they're going to play with controlled possession. It's another 4-3-3. Wing back on one side, full back. So they're going to try and get full backs forwards and play with inside forwards. Simple system. I'm going to push the line up this time. I brought it back for Tottenham because of the fact that they had tons of pace in their team. And I'm actually, I don't like watching Football Manager at that speed, so I'm actually going to put it back to where it was on average. I just could not see what was going on. Even in the highlights, I had absolutely no idea who had passed to who, what had happened, how it had got there. It's a ridiculous. I know that for gaming, Probably is the thing to do with lots of young people gaming. It's all fast and furious, but it just doesn't look right to me. I've watched 3 football matches today, and none of them were running around at that speed. None of them. And it just looks totally unnatural to me. Joanne Liu, of course, wants to be sold, which will leave me short of a right back as well. Badgetic might have to go and play as the right back as well. And it's absolutely nightmarish at the moment. And I just got to hope I don't get an injury at centre-back. We do have a game in the Conference League coming up, which is good news because we'll get a win, another green dot on the schedule. That's how FM works. And we don't win in the Prem, but we're going to win pretty much all of our European games. That's how it works. As it did the last time that we were in Europe. I'm going to go near post. I think Atom is much better attacking the near post. And let's hope that we can get a win against Leicester. Gomez, Silva. He does want to play these boys. I'm not actually opposed to that team that he's just selected. We've got to play these boys. We've got to give them a chance. Hopefully the team bonding sessions will help them to settle a little bit more. We've got Dominguez. He's one of my best players. He's still out. So we have Joanne Liu and Finkgraf. We need Badgetic to cover as the central defender. Greenback. Allende, Arribas. We're short really of one midfielder in there. So let's try. I'm going to try Marin instead of Greenback. I'm not opposed to the team that he's picked. It's probably very similar to what I might have picked myself. Seeing a lot of this, they're really... Oh, he's agreed to join the club, has he? Now that's more than I offered for him. I actually only offered 37 mil up front, but they're taking 46 off my budget. Maybe they've adjusted the wages. I don't know. That seems very strange. Why they would do that. I think he's a very good player. We need someone like that at the back. And we just, as I said, we've just got to survive until... Oh, goalkeeper's injured now. Excellent. Surviving is going to be hard. Stankovic will need to come in and play. He's the cup goalkeeper, so you're going to have to come in and do some work. This could go either way. What I'm noticing is Atom's form has dropped a little bit since McKenna can't play. As his form has dropped coincidentally, he's not training very well either. He used to be always top when it comes to training. No point in telling him off. But Garosibal needs a warning. It is very strange that Atom, who never put a foot wrong in previous sessions, suddenly when I made that mistake and McKenna can't play now, Atom's form has dropped. Go figure. Valesco's not quite fit though up top. on the wing. I'm going to give Arribas a game instead of Velasco. I think it's too risky. Okay, we'll do that. I'm actually going to take that back off. We give away so many fouls that it's probably not a good idea. So we'll take that off. And that's about as good as I can do. I need more from Scott. Scott is allegedly supposed to be my best player. He's just not playing at all. And we don't seem to be creating chances. He's the one I look to do that. And he's not doing it. The media have been on our backs for ages. Have they? I haven't noticed. We don't never press. And I want those, I think I want those boys going outside, crossing 12. Balance and agility isn't brilliant. So let's turn him onto his left foot. And Van Bommel, an inside forward. His left foot is weak, though. So let's shadow him outside. And then that means that my right wing back should close down less often, and my left wing back should be left the same. Okay, let's go play another one. Oh boy, this is like a painful save, this is. But not to worry, because we've got HSV coming up very soon, and we'll start winning again. But we really should be beating Leicester. We haven't played in Europe. Leicester, as you can see, have made the better start. And we're probably going to get beaten again, and then we'll recover in Europe. And I can't see us losing games in Europe. FM would be very silly if it started doing that. Given that we beat Benfica, who are much, much stronger than us in pre-season by 7-1, I don't know what's happened to this team because we've strengthened it since then. And nothing really is happening at the moment. But we do have the ball, and that's better. The highlights are much better now. I can see what's going on. And Timon, weak. That's Ipswich. That is Ipswich in one highlight. Absolutely dreadful. And they are starting to string a couple of passes together now. We are not. But we just are an awful team. I don't know how this happens. And yet in Europe, we look like Brazil. But in the Premier League, we can't kick a football. I don't know what's going on. Oh, boy. But we have snuck a couple of results. We somehow beat Leeds. I don't know how. And then against Bristol City, we did look like Brazil and beat them 7-1 as well. So I really don't know what's going on. Nico Williams, I think, just based on what I can see, is playing quite high up. So we probably do need to do something about Nico Williams. Has he got a weaker foot? Let's turn him onto his left foot. And let's just tight mark him. Let's put someone on him. See if we can keep him quiet that way. Oh, we have a highlight. Come on. Oh, no, I haven't selected my free kick specialist for this game. But Arribas takes a mean free kick. Or used to. I don't know if he still can. Come on, boys. Let's get some results on the board. Oh, what happened there? Really not quite sure what happened there. I think did the goalkeeper parry that? Yeah. Wait, well, that doesn't show me anything, FM. It doesn't show me anything. It's a very even game. Possibly even going to be a 0-0. Possibly even a 0-0, this one. Very little happening. I mean, they're marginally worse than what we are. But we just, if possible, can we get a goal? It would be lovely to get a goal. You've been the better team. We have been the better team. Just keep going. Let's see. Winkler, 6.4. Silver, 6.5. These new boys, they never settle. Everyone I bring in never has a good first season. It's just unbelievable. Scott has got himself an average overall so far of over 7. But last year was his first season, and he was absolutely dreadful. So, first season, they never play well, and that's what I decided to do. I'm not going to make transfers anymore. I'm just going to spend all the budget money on one player and just bring in one player so that the team stays together. And I did say it looks like a boring draw. We are the better team, though. And Timon's very high up the pitch, I can see. They are sitting back a little bit. Is it low block time? Is it low block time, I wonder? Just to mix it up a little bit. Come on. Not opposition. I want to make some subs. So there we go. Another one playing poorly. So we're going to bring on... he can't play there. Silver will go up top. We'll try him up top. This is tricky. Actually, no. Let's undo all of that. Valesco can come on for Winkler. Arribas can come over onto the right. Allende can come on the left-hand side. Alex Scott again, 6.5. He's just absolutely terrible. I don't know why. I don't know why he's in the team. And he needs to be set to an advanced playmaker. Stankovic is just about holding his own as well. We'll leave it at that for 10 minutes. And then I might have to employ the low block. You see how deep they are sitting. Or maybe even a mid block just to pull them out a little bit. But at the moment it's careering towards a stale 0-0 draw. I've got to do something here. Alright, I think time to make my final substitutions and go to plan B. Midfield is packed. We know that. We know that. So let's focus our play down the flanks. Let's go a little bit wider. We'll come off the counter press and I'm going to go into a mid block. See if I can pull them out a little bit. And then make the final two. Probably Timon needs a rest. Atom though, look, Atom is one of the two best players on the pitch again. Arribas is not having his best game. So Mastantuane, or Franco as he's known. Let's give him a team talk. This game is still up for grabs. Try to score the winning goal. Oh. What kind of a team talk is that? Come on, boys. Try to score a goal. We just cannot score goals. And we're not creating anything either. Scott is absolutely dreadful. Suggestions will be appreciated. Absolutely horrific. Okay. Last throw of the dice. Garosabal can go wing back on support. João Gomez in midfield. We're going to actually put him as a centre mid on attack. And put Marin as a centre mid on attack. And then Makengo can play as the DLP on support. Final throw of the dice. Let's go positive as well. I don't know if there's any time left. We do have a highlight. Go on, are we going to sneak a goal at the end? Come on, FM. No. That just about sums us up. That just about sums up Ipswich. So there's 2 games we haven't scored again. It's just unbelievable. Ah, boy. Is it time to do the WM tactic, which only has one central defender, but boy, you get goals at both ends. Yeah, just very disappointing. And once again, it's the forward line that's poor. And they're all playing badly at the moment. All of them. But once again, FM is keeping us stuck. You remember last season? Hey, Mr. K, do you remember last season? Anybody who was with me last season? All through the first half of the season, we were stuck at 13th. Despite the fact that we were losing pretty much every week, everybody beneath us was losing as well. And it's repeating itself. It's just repeating itself. It's going to keep us stuck in 13th. We're going to do well in Europe. We always do. And then we'll have a slight recovery at some point. I don't know when, but it will be a slight recovery. I don't know whether to play my reserve team for Europe as I did last year. I think I am going to pretty much. Badgetic is going to have to play as the centre-back. And McKenna can come in, put himself in the shop window. He's better as a central defender, so play him as a central defender. Garosibal probably needs a rest, but unfortunately... Juan, I've only got one right back as well now, apart from Badgetic. Boselli maybe can play as the right back. Makengo. Dominguez fit yet? Not yet. Oh, who's the boy? Boy, am I struggling with these injuries as well. So, Mastantuano, Valesco, and Morstat. I wonder if I play him as a poacher, it might be better. Maybe better. Grin back for Scott. Might be better to put Valesco up top. And Allende. I don't like that setup, which my assistant changed last time. I'm going to give the squad a rest. I mean, HSV should be a good team. Should be, in theory. But I think this is where we recover our form and probably get a 4-1 victory or something equally ridiculous. If history is anything to go by, we've got nothing to worry about here. We're going to win this comfortably. How's life, Mr. K? How are you doing? So that's 2 games that we haven't scored. I mean, already we're 3rd in the league, in the Euro Conference League. It was the same in the Europa League. We were just like in our 3rd season in the Prem, and we won every single game in the Europa League. And I played my reserve team. And it's quite silly that. It's actually embarrassing. I mean, they're not the greatest team in the world, are they? Good at crossing, though. And good at near post connections. So let's switch that over. Let's go to far post. And how are they going to play? Control possession. Control possession. So we will have a high line. So I haven't got much of a bench, but that's the way it is. And Scott is injured, out for 5 to 6 weeks. Come on, FM, don't be silly. It just couldn't get more difficult. I think I've got 5 on the bench, have I? If I'm lucky. He didn't like doing that. Goalkeeper distribution long. Complained about that, but we'll try him with a short. I'm quite happy for that to be added. And that needs to be taken off. Yeah, his dribbling is pretty poor. So we'll see how we get on against HSV then. Is FM going to be true to form? Or is it going to surprise me this season? Then we're going to have a poor season in the Conference League as well. That's interesting. He wants to play a fairly full team. I don't. Scott is no longer available. Dominguez, you might have to play in a wheelchair, Sam. That's my bench. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 on the bench. That's okay. That's 8. In the Premier League, you only get 9. He's not going to like that, no. We're not even going to think about that. He's not going to like it. Oh, suddenly we dropped to 15th, did we? We are predicted to finish in 13th. So 15th isn't far away. Praise recent form. How can you... Well, it's not bad, I suppose. It's not recent, though, is it? So we won't bother with that. Meslier is capable of playing, but he's not going to be playing in this. So I got Timon, and I've got Garasabal. I should have Badgetic, should I? Or is Badgetic already playing? I've got Atom. And then midfield, I've got no one who can cover in midfield. Arribas can play in one of those positions. That's it. Oh boy, this is tough. Yeah, I'm going to go with a low line of engagement with the low block. I was thinking about that in the last game. It might serve us better. I'm just going to ask the assistant and then get on with it. Let's see what this team can do then. Hey, Stefan. I'm not sure I do, Stefan. It's not performing very well. I mean, it could be that it's just the team. It could be that it's just FM doing what FM does again. Because this season is repeating season 2. Season 3, I thought we'd have a better season because we weren't in Europe. But we had a worse season than season 2 when we reached the semi-finals of the Europa League, which we should never have. So I don't get it. But if I'm guessing right, this will be a good win because FM sets up these patterns. Although if we can't score goals, and all I'm seeing is us missing, if we can't score goals, then we ain't going to win any football matches. And all I can see is our players missing the target in the highlights. I'm guessing Gnabry is playing as a playmaker out there on the left again. And FM's telling me, what did you learn from Madison? Oh, come on, boys. Come on, let's do something. I sometimes wonder, I was wondering earlier. See, missed again. I was just wondering earlier, should I just, slow everything down? Would it be a good idea to slow the whole game down? Are they taking snapshots up front because it's too frantic? It's only on standard tempo. Which, with a balanced mentality, I think is a slightly lower tempo. Another miss. Oh, that's all I'm seeing is Ipswich missing the target. All I'm seeing. And yeah, going through those players, one by one, every one of them is showing great improvement. Well, why am I not seeing it on the pitch? They are not improving one little bit. They're all going backwards. Who's this geezer? Meffert. We won't worry about him too much at the moment. I just maybe overloading the team with instructions. Oh, 1-0. He's offside. Surely that was offside. He was standing on his own in the 6-yard box. Who was playing him on? He's standing on his own in the 6-yard box. Oh, we're absolutely... My theory is wrong. We're absolutely being pasted here. So maybe we're not going to coast through the Conference League this season. Maybe it's going to be the worst season of all. But at the moment, we're just getting hammered. Two now. Well, there's nothing wrong with that as a goal. We needed VAR in the other one. We didn't get it. That was like a straightforward goal. Just poor defending. Poor defending, poor attacking, poor team. End of story. Let's get to Christmas as soon as possible. Right, okay. We're not playing in a low block then. That was very silly. I'm going to slow it all down. Just really slow it all down. I'm going to try something. We're not going to counter-press. We're not going to distribute quickly. We're just going to slow it down. Because they can't be trusted. Yeah, lots of teams in the Prem seem to like it. I haven't yet, Stefan, I haven't had a chance. You've been terrible. I mean, their shooting is dreadful. The assistant is right. But there's nothing I can do about it. If I tell him take that off, it's even worse. There's nothing I can do about this. Let's make him... Oh, he doesn't want to play as a poacher. All three of them, again. Nothing I can do about it. Let's just get on with it. All three of those Burks again. It's like they're not there. And defensively, we've been absolutely shocking again. Although 2 of my defence are on 7s. This whole thing doesn't make any sense to me anymore. Yeah, really, Stefan? I actually haven't tried it yet. Just a busy boy at the moment. Sometimes you play a save, it is not enjoyable at all. When you're up against it like this, week after week after week after week, it's not enjoyable at all. When injuries are coming, when you can't even put a bench out, it's just not enjoyable at all. I just don't even want to look at this anymore. Two of my defence are playing really well. Badgertich is anxious. Two forwards are anxious, so they should be. They're coming off. So Winkler will come on. Silva will come on. And Arribas will come on. 3 new signings. Absolutely dreadful. It's horrible when this happens. It's really horrible. I mean, and the worst thing is I've got to stream it. If I was just playing on my own, it wouldn't worry me at all. That's the way the game is sometimes. But when you have to stream it and try to look happy, it's not very easy. Trust you to make the difference. But I am going to make some tactical changes here now. Not many. We're just going to go attacking. I'm going to put him on as a box-to-box, try and get more bodies forward. Let's have him on support. Let's have him as an inverted winger on support. We haven't. We've probably been better since we started playing it shorter. They haven't scored since we've made it shorter passing. Definitely can't play in the low block, so that whatever the assistant says is a no-no. We're never playing in the low block again. We've been absolutely battered here. And again, look, 5 shots, 0 on target. These boys couldn't hit a barn door if it fell on them. They really couldn't. In fact, they probably couldn't hit. They couldn't hit Great Britain. If Great Britain was right in front of them and they were 10 yards away, they'd miss. 7 shots now, 0 on target. And looking at them, the scout report on this team, they're poor. They're very poor. I can't think of anything else I haven't seen enough of the match either to know what to do. I think I've got 2 subs left, haven't I? Now he can't play either, and now I don't have a midfielder. I can't actually replace him. I don't have a midfielder. Struggling to meet the pace of the game. Badgertich very frustrated. Okay, come off them. Oh boy, it's painful. 7 shots, 0 on target. Of course we're not going to score. Oh, stop it, FM. Giving me a consolation is something that I'm getting used to you doing. He wasn't offside there, surely. It's something that FM did all last season. We'd score a goal in the last 10 minutes. And I guess FM thought it was going to cheer me up. We'd always lose 2-1. And I guess the game thought, let's cheer him up. Score a late goal. That'll make his day. Well, it is nice to see a goal. But when the game's already lost, does it really matter? Will that help Winkler? We got Atom on the pitch. Oh, Atom almost did it. I thought it had gone in for a minute. Forgot now we had Atom on the pitch. I've got some very tired midfielders now. I'm going to change the tactic. I did try this 4-3-3 at the beginning. It didn't work. It's not working now. And I'm going to have to play a different way. I'm going to go back to the 4-2-2-2. I've got to change something, or this season is going to be an absolute nightmare. They clearly can't play in a 4-3-3. I'm going to say I'm far from pleased. We're supposed 6.1 for the forward again. Oh, at least we're not rocking away with it this time as we did in our first season in Europe. Okay, they need to be rested. I'm running out of players. When you run out of players, not much you can do. I'm going to go back to the 4-2-2-2. And we're going to play positive, and if we lose, we lose. It's just too bad. Let's just go and change that. Yeah, it's already changed. So FM's doing its old stuff of giving me a consolation in the last few minutes as well. Oh, this game drives me up the bloody wall sometimes. Who are we playing? Where's the match report? Means nothing. No, I don't want to use the default. Let's use that one. Means absolutely nothing. That's fine. Have I got enough fit and healthy players after that to play Palace? If the defence is poor, or playing... It wasn't poor. It was a very good defence last year. But if it's playing poor now, 5.7, I'm going to have a word with him. What's that? 5.9. FM, you're just winding me up now. So Atom out of form. Bajatic is not training. Would you like to do something with Boselli as well? Perhaps he'll be the one who gets injured. Okay, so Meslier, let's pick what I think is the best team. Boselli, who's not going to be fit very soon. Atom, Timon. We're going to have a problem now because all the transfer window doesn't matter anymore. Because I've bought players in to fit a 3-3-3. But if it's not going to work, it's not going to work. So I've still got those two injured. Two of my best players. It's totally devastated the midfield. Okay, so Scott usually plays there. So that now goes to Greenback. Valesco goes up top. I don't think there's room in the team now for... Yeah, he can play attacking mid. Thankfully. But Valesco might be better playing there. And I'll just play maybe more stat up here. Switch those over. Who scored the goal in Europe? Winkler. Silva had a dreadful game. As you can see, my best players are out, injured. Right, what have I got then left on the bench? Those two are okay. Juanlu. Bajatic is the reserve defender. I just don't have any midfielders, do I? That's what I'm really struggling with. Ari Basalende. It doesn't matter who I play up top either. I'm going to give Marin a game. He can't do any worse than the other ones. So we'll see how the 4-2-2-2 works, if at all. If it works at all. Trial under 21. See if that gives you chance. Gives me a chance of what? These players are mostly all under 21. Well, they're mostly under 23 for sure. So it's just, I am not going to, God blimey, we're down to 16th now. It couldn't be worse this season. Scoring goals. Put my under 21s in. I don't have anybody in the under 21s who can score any goals. You mean put somebody like Cummings Bart in as a striker? Finishing of 9. Composure 11, no agility and balance, can't dribble. No. I mean, I have done that before when I've got so frustrated and I've just put my youth team in there just for a laugh. And actually I did it once and they won, which is kind of weird. But that's the game. But these players that are up front, Winkler is under 21, Moorstadt's just 22. Greenback, how old is he? I think he's older, 25, isn't he? 26. Valesco, so I've got my experience here. He's 25. So the oldest is like 25. They are young. I think it's my fault because I'm thinking, right, we've got some money. Let's bring in, Dominguez might as well get 45 minutes. And I'm thinking, let's strengthen the team. But actually I'm not. I'm just creating a brand new squad every season, and that's the problem. So that's what I've made the decision, that I'm not buying players anymore. Self-inflicted transfer embargo. Marin is going to play. The others are all going to have to play or on the bench. So I think that's what the problem is. And every year I bring in about 10 players. They don't know each other. And they go through the same thing every season. Instead of just, right, okay, this is my team, and I'm going to strengthen with one player, which is what is normal. The most in terms of transfers in that I see in the Premier League is probably 3 or 4. Most teams only bring in a couple. So I'm not going to buy any players. These are all young enough just to continue and to continue now. Yeah, I mean, I've got Garasabal is 31. He will go. But not yet, because I don't want to sell players until I have to. I want this team to play together now. So I don't rate my chances in this game either. We just can't hit the target. We cannot hit the... I mean, I don't know, maybe training. I should just do shooting all week. They just can't seem to hit the target. We're going to give away tons of free kicks in this game. Let's go back to doing what I did before, because I stopped doing that. And if we don't get a win soon, we're going to be in a relegation fight. Oh, come on, FM. Let me score a goal, please. Let me score a goal. Be great to score the first goal. No, we've had a shot and missed it. I'm just dying for that. Oh, Palace usually score with their first highlight. There it is, penalty. I told you, the opposition in key highlights always score with their first highlight. Another defeat on the way. Unbelievable. Eze's not going to miss. Yeah, my experienced players are just 25, James, so they're not exactly over the hill yet. Garosabal is the oldest, he's 31. McKenna, who I'm going to sell anyway, he's 30. They're not over the hill. And I'm not going to sell players. I'm not going into that stupid bringing in 10 or 12 players every season, and then this happens every season. And Crystal Palace are hammering us again. What can I do? Let's push the line up. That's what I could do. I have no idea why I'm doing that, because I can't see any of the game. But let's give it a try. We seem to play better higher up the pitch. We've had all the possession, despite the fact that we don't play a controlled passing game, that it's standard passing. The tempo's raised. Ah, for crying out loud. A highlight. Let's have a shot from 40 yards, shall I? I got to work the ball into the box on, haven't I? Yeah. I'll tell you what, I think I'll have a shot from 45 yards. Why not give it a try? Let's not listen to the boss. Oh, come on, boys, come on. Offside. He's missed it as well. Oh, FM, what are you playing at? 4 shot, 0 on target. What are you playing at, FM? You know, some of these shots are going to go on target. In reality, they'll get on target, a couple of them. Can't say we're not creating stuff. They just don't know what to do with it when they get it. So it was another waste of about 60 odd million. Should have just kept the same team as I had. Waste of 60 million. Just don't buy anyone. Let the board keep the money. Yeah, we shouldn't be getting stuck in. That's why we gave the penalty away. I'm not listening to you anymore either. Low block, you said, first of all, and we went 2-0 down. And then you said, now get stuck in, and we gave away a penalty. Not listening to you anymore. So Velasco and Grinback have been quite creative. Crystal Palace have not had a key pass. But the one shot they had, they got on target. We just can't hit the target. The other thing I could try, it's worth a try, be more disciplined. Dribble less and be more disciplined. 2-0. So, changing the tactic didn't help either. It's just a bad team. That's all it is. We know this tactic works. We know it's good. Well, we could be in the bottom 3 now, are we? Nearly. We're nearly getting there. Best defender again, Atom. I mean, I guess I'm going to have to at some point stop telling them off as well, because it's pointless. Well, we got to go attacking now. Come on. See? 6.3 for more stat. $6.4 for a Winkler. It just makes me want to cry. Two substitutions at half-time. Oh, I'm going to go attacking. I've had enough of this. Let's just throw bodies forward. We're going to put him as a... Ah, we can't. He's rubbish at that. We're going to go attacking. I can't stand this anymore. Oh, you mean we've had 2 shots on target, FM? Well, looking at this, we've probably just... They've just been more clinical than we have. We just can't score. End of story. Right, let's get some other numbskulls off the pitch. So it's not the tactic then, because we know this one works. They're just useless. Did I just hit praise then? Yeah, I did. I meant to hit demand more. Well, I could be praising them because they haven't conceded in the second half. Oh, this is diabolical. Absolutely diabolical. I mean, how do you... When you play these saves yourselves, Guy, how do you suffer this? How do you actually enjoy this when you have these saves yourselves? Because I simply cannot enjoy this. I don't know what FM is playing at. I mean, again, we can't hit the target. Do you sit there and just, oh, okay, okay. Oh, well, okay, another defeat. Okay. Smile, and it's just too hard. And there's nothing wrong with the tactic we're using. In fact, both tactics are pretty good. So it's just pretty much down to the team, who are about as much use as a chocolate teapot. And now we're going into dangerous territory here. I have no idea what to do with them. As if we can't score, we are not going to win. If we can't score, we're not going to win football matches. I brought 2 wonder kids in. And they're about as much use as a chocolate fire guard. Full of themselves coming in, they were. Well, no, I want to be an important player because I'm bloody brilliant, I am. Yeah? Really? Look at this. That's how brilliant you are. Oh, can we win in the Caribou Cup? Is that what we're going to do? Win the Caribou Cup? We are in real trouble. Real trouble. And I've no idea what to do. So we'll just run with it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Timon still. See, the two left backs are both in form. The two right backs are both out of form. Makengo. It would help if I could have my injured best players back. Badgetit. She can't do any worse. Cannot do any worse than the others. Who am I missing out of there? We are going to get beaten again. At least last season we could defend. We can't even defend this season. We're just going to get beaten again. And it's going to go on and on and on this time. There's actually probably... That's why they've been throwing all these bigger teams at me. The game has been throwing these bigger teams at me. Because the game knows this is coming. I don't know it's coming. But the game knows it's coming. Oh, yeah, I sold Luca to Leicester, didn't I? That's why I've been getting all those offers. Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, Newcastle, Manchester United. But loyalty kept me here because it's about Ipswich. But I'm not going to do another season. If this continues, I'm not going to do another season. It's just getting really stupid. I don't mind having a laugh, but hell, FM, you've got to allow us to get some shots on target, what now and again. He's gone down a star. Joe Gomez is fit, is he? Dominguez, not yet. Scott, not yet. Let's try that then. Who does he want? Arribas, he wants Atom in now. Okay, I'll go with what he says. I really don't know what to do. Yeah, let's try a higher tempo, because I have no idea what to do. Playing Alande up top. What are you on? He's not picked João Gomez. I'm going to pick João Gomez. He's gone down a star. João Gomez has gone down a half a star. They're all deteriorating. It's really bad. McKenna can play for Atom. Badgetic can play for Boselli. Enough nonsense. A Landay up there. That's better. Stankovic is the cup goalkeeper. Oh boy. Let's say I'm expecting for a change. How much are we going to lose this by? 2-0, I think. I actually think we might score in this game, so maybe 2-1. There's a chance we could score in the Caribou Cup. Or not, maybe. Oh, there we go. But it could be offside. Moorstadt has a habit of getting offside. Let's not get excited yet. Yay! That I forgot. I'm not going to do that. And in fact, I'm not going to do that either. Because we're not capable of doing it. So just like do nothing, basically. Because you're useless. There's no point in you doing anything. Just stand around and see if the ball comes to you. And then the plan is try and score a goal. Because that's about as much as you understand. The interesting thing is that the team wants to play with much more creative freedom. They're having a laugh. When you click on Be More Expressive, the familiarity goes up. Oh, there we go. Told him not to do anything. Now we can score goals. Okay, are we going to win the Caribou Cup? Is that what you're planning, FM? Win nothing in the Conference League, nothing in the Premier League, but we'll win the Caribou Cup. See now, 3 shots, 2 on target. Where's this come from? Why are we getting shots on target this time? Let's call it a one-off, shall we? Well, nothing much seems to be happening here. Which is how I want it to go, because I don't want anything to happen, especially with the opposition. I don't want them counter-pressing, I don't want them counter-attacking. I just wait for the ball to come to you and try and score a goal, basically. Wonder if our teamwork attribute is really, really low. I'll have to go and have a look at that. As if our teamwork attribute is really, really low, maybe they should be a bit more expressive, do things by themselves. I have to check that out. But interestingly, that we can get shots on target in this game. Oh no, we can't actually. We're back to what we were before. We've now had 5 with only 1 on target. Exactly back where we were before. João Gomez coming back has been good. Another one on target. Get off. Oh, what a painful save this is. But I think give it 5 years with the same team. They'll all be around about 26 years old, between 26 and 30. They should have developed into a good unit then. Give it 5 years and I won't make many changes in the windows. But João Lu will have to go in that 5 years. Garosibal will have to go. João Lu wants to go anyway. It didn't actually help that mess in the transfer window because I wanted to play Boselli as right back. Why are they doing what they're told, working the ball into the 6-yard box, getting shots on target, and in the next game in the Prem, they won't be able to hit a barn door again. Maybe the secret has been all the time. No pressing, no counter-attacking, don't do anything. Just stand still, wait for the ball to come to you, and then try and score. And that's the instructions they can understand. I'm reluctant to make any subs at the moment. But I'm not quite sure what has happened to all my players. Why I've suddenly only got 21 players. This is like nonsense. It's really nonsense. How come we've scored 4 goals in this game and we could not hit a barn door from 1 yard for the last 3? But maybe our year to win the Carabao Cup. We've won the FA Cup in our season 2. Might be our year to win the Carabao Cup. Absolutely silly. Well, yeah, we won't do any pressing, we won't do any counter-attacking. We'll just do the standing still and hope for the best tactic. Let's rest the wing backs because they do the most running. Everybody else is playing brilliant. Look at that. More starts on a 10. Probably the forwards need resting, I guess. Or the midfielders. I want to rest those two. Hard to say. Yeah, let's rest one of those. João Gomez will be alright. After all, he's just standing still anyway. He just stands here. And oh, should I or shouldn't I? Let's try Silva. And then one of the attacking mids. I think probably Arribas. That's the wrong one. That should be Garosabal. Okay. And I got two players on the pitch who are complacent. We've just lost 3 games, and suddenly now, oh, look at us. Oh, aren't we marvellous? Complacent. I think Badgetic needs a rocket. And who's the other one that's complacent? It's not him. It's only Badgetic now. Hey, that's crazy. Yeah, this is with FM Tweak version 1.4. Now known as FM Match Lab. So they've rebranded to FM Match Lab. Could be, James, the fact that I've asked them to do absolutely nothing now. Could be the key. Because basically, if they're not pressing, they're not counter-attacking, they're pretty much standing still. That's probably it. We shall see when we come to the Premier League. So we have a game in 3 days. It could all be just because João Gomez is fit again. He's like probably the best player in the team, or one of them. Scott isn't playing very well, so he probably... I know, and he needs to go back on the shortlist. I still might be interested in signing him. Because I'll still only have 3 centre-backs. So it's a high line. And no counter-pressing, no counter-attacking. I mean, when I set this tactic up, I wasn't counter-pressing, because I always set them up with, if you can't do it, don't do it. And they definitely didn't have the necessary attributes to be counter-attacking, to be counter-pressing. They didn't really look like they had the acceleration or the pace to be counter-attacking either. So originally I put counter-attack on because I felt we had to do something. We were good enough to do something. But obviously they're not. Dominguez, is he fit? I don't think he's fit yet, is he? Well, he's fairly fit. And João Gomez, where's João Gomez? And I'm going to continue with Juan Lu. Boselli and Atom, they're my best two anyway. The others are not available. So Arribas, Master Antuano, Mostat, Allende. We'll continue with that team that won 4-0. So we have bench spaces. Badgetic, Valesco. I've got too many forwards on the bench, haven't I? Who's going to drop out then? Marin, probably. So I've got Makengo. Garosibal is the fullback. Makengo and Gren back. Badgetic is... yeah, that works for me. I can't pick the two 19-year-old wonder kids because they're just simply not good enough. Brighton, it could be our year to win the Caribou Cup. Yep, just said that, Neil. It's FM Match Lab. You're rebranding. But the interesting thing is, Neil, is the website still FM Tweak? I'm sure I went on the other day. It's still FM Tweak on the website. Oh, Mesley has decided he doesn't want to train, has he? That's probably going to say... oh, he's all right. He's probably going to say 6.45. That's pretty good. Oh, you have a new website now. Oh, okay. Well, if we don't beat Bournemouth, it's good night, ladies. It's like the worst start to the season I've ever had. We'll see if it simply was just don't have them counter-press, don't have them counter-attack. Let's see if it is that. That it's just they're not capable of doing those things. I've already cashed that in. If you remember, I cashed all these things in. So unless they found another one, that's a glitch. There were none left. I cashed them all in. Oh, still in 16th. It's just keeping all that dross below us. So we're about to find out. It's pretty much the same team as played. I had to make one or two changes, but it's pretty much the same team that played last time. And we've gone in with the same tactic as last time. Let's see. Do we start missing the barn door again? Or has the game just simply decided, okay, you've lost enough now, time for you to start winning a couple, and then we'll have you losing again in about 3 or 4 games? I don't know. At the moment, I've just given up control to the game anyway, in-game. So what it does on the pitch, I have absolutely no control over. But it did seem to make a big change when we took off counter-pressing and took off counter-attacking. And we're pushing them back. That's a good sign. And we've had a shot on target. 1 shot, 1 on target. It could be something as simple as just telling them don't bother with any pressing of any kind. And don't bother counter-attacking because you can't do it. But we've only had 1. Oh, we got a highlight. And we've scored. We've got 1 on target, so maybe, possible offside. It was a... Could be. He could have been, actually. He could have been. No, it's given. I did worry for a minute. No, he was miles onside. He's miles onside. There's 2 of them playing him onside. So I do want to change that. So it could... Look, we got 2 shots now, 2 on target. It simply was that. It just simply was that. Just come off the counter press. Don't counter-attack. Just tell them you're not good enough. Don't do it. And we can't... Suddenly, we're getting shots on target. And I don't know why the 2 are linked, but there you go. Maybe they're more relaxed in front of goal because they're not pressing anymore, counter-attacking, so they're less stressed. But it looks like Bournemouth are coming back into this. Well done, Atom. Good cover. But that's poor from the goalkeeper. Still haven't solved my goalkeeper woes. Oh, too easy. Yeah, well, they were coming back into it, but there's nothing you can do in key highlights because you've no idea why. Looks like they're playing wide. But if they're playing control possession, I don't want to lower the line. But it might be that I have to. But they're definitely the better team now. So it might all have been a false alarm. But it is nice to get 100% shots on target, even though we've only had 2. He's knackered. He's injured. Oh boy, an injury. Yeah, they're not playing very well. Is it these two? Yeah, he can't play there, can he? Let's switch those over. I wonder, are they... I think I might have to do that. Because they were definitely coming back into it. We'll see who gets control early on. Well, we've got a little bit of control back, I think, but we're not getting shots on target again. It's all gone to pieces. And the stats are saying it's a very even game. Which means it's probably a defeat. Dominguez is going to get very tired. So Makengo can come on that. Morstat. He's not very consistent, is he, Morstat? So maybe it might be better. Let's try Silva this time. Oh, can we get a win in the Prem? That would be lovely. Be really nice to get a win in the Prem. Go on, boys. Go on. Alondo. We need to get him on the ball, don't we? Oh, there's me man, Atom. I need to switch those 2 boys around. Gomez has given everything, has he? And I need to switch these 2 around. Because Alonde is playing better. Atom has become the top scorer again, has he? Centre half. I was just about to say he wasn't having his best of games today. But there you go, he's gone green again. It's not over yet, though, is it? Ha Goalkeeper. Oh, well, that lead didn't last very long, did it? Right. I think you'll have to be sold. You've only had half a season with us, but I can't keep you going. Not if you're going to play like that. Oh, come on, Alonde. You're supposed to be my miracle free kick. Where is it? Why isn't Alonde taking it? Yeah, I think I just I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. The game is misbehaving itself. Come on, Atom, can you do it again? Yes, you can. And this time it's Valesco, in fact. What's the referee checking here? What's that about? What? FM is really annoying me now. Saying someone's in... Oh, he actually may have been on... If he just let it go... This game is really annoying me now. It really, really is. Stupid goalkeeper, the worst goalkeeping I've ever seen, and then disallowed goals straight after it. This game is really annoying me now. Unbelievably silly. Nothing I can do. Oh, what a stupid, stupid game. That is so bad. Like, yeah, wind me up, but that is so bad. Right, okay. I have just about had enough for one session. I played 6 and won 1. And I think I've had enough for one session. I've got to get through this season again. I mean, the only thing I can think of doing, because it's the same season after season after season, and the only thing I can think of doing is stop bringing players in. Just tell the board, I don't want your money. We're going with the team that we've got. The problem is that I have players who want to leave. They've got to be replaced, but I'm only going to replace players who leave. That's it. No more transfers, because it's the same season after season after season. And I am not improving the team by doing that. This team just has to play together. Okay. Enough for one day. I've had enough. And luckily I get to do something different tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow with the Sunderland save. Part of my effort for the unofficial World Cup Championship. And who knows how I'll do in that. I'm not doing very well at the moment. Not since the Journeyman have I done very well. So I'll be back tomorrow, and luckily I don't have to say the word Ipswich until Tuesday. So I'll be back tomorrow night at 8. If anybody feels like coming along and supporting me. I wouldn't blame you if you didn't. But thanks anyway for coming along tonight. I appreciate it. I know it's a hard watch, but I really have no idea what to do now. I'm completely lost. There's 2 proven tactics that I've used here. None of them are working. Although we do have won and drawn our last 2 games. May or not all be bad. So until tomorrow night, I'm going to bid you all farewell. It is now 10:15. Time for me to go for my walk. And stay safe. Take care. I'm not in the greatest of moods. This game sometimes is horrid. And right now, it's horrid. And I don't know what I've done to deserve it. Okay. Stay safe. Take care. See you tomorrow.